Welcome to This Is the Day with me, Bo Chansey, and my co-host,
Drew Crisp.
We're glad that you would join us today.
Today's topic, you're amazing.
You are
amazing.
I wanted to do the zing.
I have it on my sheet that I do the zing.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you were gonna go may.
May. We can do it back. You want to do it again? Okay. Today's topic, you're amazing.
You are
Amazing.
No, I'm gonna do the zing. Zing.
Zing. So do I say maze?
No. May.
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 I can't get any Z in there.
Prefer you not. I'd
We'll
like
roll
to.
it back. Here we go.
I'd like to zing it.
Yep. Today's topic, you're amazing.
You are
May.
zing.
Yes. We got it. We got there.
Yeah, we nailed
got
it. Yeah,
there.
it's good. It's really good.
I'm
I think
so
people felt
sorry.
it. You know?
Yeah.
They're like, there it was.
There
I
it is.
didn't believe it. I didn't get it. I wasn't really like feeling it until that zing.
Zing.
You gotta hit the zing.
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 Fun fact.
Fun fact.
First roller coaster I ever went on was called the Zingo.
The Zingo.
Zingo.
The Zingo.
Woo, woo. Yeah, the Zingo at Bell's Amusement Park in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
There you go. We had a Six Flags over Texas, the original Six Flags in Dallas. We had the Judge Roy Scream.
Now that's a name for
It's a good name because it's a play off of Judge Roy Bean, who
Yep.
was a famous judge in the Old West, but the Judge Roy Scream.
Scream.
Fun roller coaster.
Yes. Oh, man.
Still one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
just standard roller coaster.
Yep.
No loop-de-loops.
Yep.
No going backwards.
Yep.
Just, whiplash on some rails.
Whiplash on some. You love a good wooden roller coaster where you're just.
Oh, yeah.
You love a good one.
I want to hear that when you're screaming. Yep.
I don't want to get off. Yeah. I'm going to pitch an idea to that old Elon Musk.
Okay.
Let's actually do a Six Flags over Texas. Can we get like a cloud amusement park? Like, can we get it into the sky and we can actually do Six Flags over Texas? You have to take a ship up to it and then everything's on a cloud.
Like a dirigible?
Absolutely. It's a big word day, baby. Buckle up. Buckle up.
Man, I've been looking for a way to work in dirigible into some kind of conversation for a long time. You make all my dreams come true, Drew Crisp.
It was so well placed and perfect. Oh, wow. Six Flags over Texas.
One little disaster, and we get rid of the whole lot of them. Too soon?
It might be a little too soon. Might be a little too soon. Oh, the humanity too soon.
Oh, wow. History jokes.
Yay.
Look it up. All right. Speaking of looking up.
Look it up.
We got a verse of the day. Look this bad boy up. Romans chapter 12, verse 12 through 13 says, "Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. Share with the Lord's people who are in need. Practice hospitality." Buckle up, Buttercup. We got a bunch here. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. Share with the Lord's people who are in need. Practice hospitality. All right, Crisp.
Yeah.
What jumps out at you there?
For some reason, what jumps out to me is people are always like, man, the Bible, it's just not practical for my everyday life. And it's
I don't understand it. I can't figure out what it's saying.
You got so many, packed right here. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer, share with the Lord's people who are in need, practice hospitality. That's a lot of practical, good information.
We got 5 things.
5 things.
5 things.
Right there.
5 things that we could do today.
Look at that.
Well, let's talk about them.
Okay.
All right. Be joyful in hope.
Okay.
All right. So how are we joyful in hope?
Man, even the very word itself, hope, holding on to this promise that we have in Jesus and that we can, what that does. And I saw it really at Easter time when we begin to talk about what hope is and what it does, there is a joy around it that is shared.
Yeah. When our hope is properly placed,
Yeah.
we are joyful in that hope. Not that we already have it or we've already received it, but we're hopeful for it.
Yeah.
And it's a real hope that we have great confidence in, which then produces a soul-sustaining joy, regardless of the circumstances that we're experiencing. So to be joyful in hope is, okay, let's make sure we have the right hope.
Yeah.
That our hope is actually in who God is, what God's done, and what God has promised to do, that we're not, ascribing to God things that he never said or promised, but our hope is properly placed in him. We can be joyful in that hope, knowing that he will carry it on to completion.
Something you said a while back that I've really been kind of wrestling with since is, where, Drew, are you disappointed because you have misplaced hope?
Mm-hmm.
Like, where are you holding these kind of big things almost like in contention with God because you misplaced this hope, and you're like, you said you were supposed, and I'm in this kind of conversation, but it's like, it's because I misplaced my hope, and I'm disappointed because I'm looking and expecting where he never said to look or expect.
And it's a real hope based on evidence.
Yes.
So hopefully, I want to, Summer and I, we try to be good parents and care for our kids, and we try to follow through on the things that we say we're going to do. So my kids have a body of evidence that if we say we're going to do something, like, yes, you can go on this trip, with one of your friends. We will make that work financially and make a way for that to happen. The answer is yes. But that trip is not going to be for another month.
Yeah.
Well, leading up to that, they're joyful in that hope. It's not a nervous hope. It's not like a shaky hope or they're hopeful for the trip that's coming because they have evidence. It's not based on their ability to do it. They don't have the finances to pay for the plane ticket or to make the connections or everything. But we have the ability to do that.
Yeah.
And we've proven that we have. And so they're joyful in that hope, looking forward to it.
You're exactly right that we have that in our God because we have this body of evidence of his faithfulness for millennia, and that's pre us, and then even in our life how he's delivered. And
Yep. All right, patient in affliction.
Patient in affliction.
We can be patient in affliction. When we're afflicted, there's things that are coming against us that are maybe unwanted.
Yep.
But to be patient in that, to not be, when we're not patient, we're rash.
Yeah.
We may even try to avoid that. Like you can fall into a pattern of quote unquote pain avoidance. It's one of the number one ways that any of us could try to survive or navigate this world is in a pain avoidance mentality. If it hurts, it's bad. I don't want to feel anything that could be painful.
Yeah.
But rather to be patient in affliction, knowing that it will end, because we're joyful in hope.
Yeah.
So now we can be patient in affliction.
Come on.
Which leads us to faithful in prayer.
Faithful in prayer.
So while we're hoping for what is to come, but we're facing affliction, circumstances that are trying and difficult, and things are coming against us, well, then the thing to do is to be faithful in prayer.
Yeah.
Be in this conversation with your Creator who has perspective that we don't have. And we want to be faithful in that to seek him daily and often throughout the day.
Come on.
Then we have something to share with the Lord's people.
Yes.
To be generous, which, that can refer to finances, by the way.
Yeah.
I think contextually it probably is, because we have a right view of life and we're not afraid. So we don't have a scarcity mindset, but rather abundance mindset, because we're being faithful in prayer. We're connected to God. We're being patient in our affliction, not being rash or taking matters in our own hands, and joyful in hope. Now we are free to be generous and share with people, both financially and with all things: grace, mercy, love, forgiveness. Really cool. Then we can practice hospitality, which is the fifth one there.
Yeah.
And what I like about that is the word practice.
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 You're not going to nail it every time.
Practice. We're talking about practice.
Yes, yes.
Hospitality. Practice it.
Yeah.
Try it.
Try it.
The Lord's hospitable. Jesus has gone before us to make a way, and he's preparing a place for us in his Father's house.
Yep.
And he will welcome us as co-heirs with him, sons and daughters of the King.
Yeah.
hospitality.
Yeah.
And so we are made in his image, and we are, co-heirs and co-laborers with Christ. We have the opportunity to practice hospitality now.
Yeah. So many times in Scripture where you see, I mean, maybe it was more part of the culture, but the shared meal, that sharing a meal with one another is a lot that can happen when we gather at the table and begin to kind of just converse and have conversations and share a meal with someone.
For sure.
Yeah.
Practice hospitality.
That is a good verse right there.
Let people in. Let them in. Don't slam the door to the kingdom of heaven or your life.
There it is.
To people.
Yep.
Let them in, let them in, let them in. Okay. That was cool. I like that calendar page. I like the verse. Not a big fan of the calendar page. Okay. Calendar is, it messes with us. I'm not a fan of the busy work. Got enough to do.
Yep.
That I don't need the calendar's little busy works. But so they gave us a word search.
We got another one.
Word search.
Another word search.
I've been very clear on my feelings regarding the word search.
Yeah.
The word searches us.
Yeah. That's right. We don't search the word.
The word searches us.
The word searches us.
Yeah.
It is apropos that this is on Big Word Day, that we have more words.
Which we'll get to that, because our national day to celebrate is Big Word Day.
I didn't mean to.
No, you're fine.
Spoiler. Yeah.
Well, no, we're getting there. You'd mentioned it earlier, which is fine. But it's the answers are on the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where to find the words?
Yeah, it's the universe.
The universe.
Yeah. So like the very first word on there is Andromeda.
Okay.
Andromeda.
Andromeda.
Yeah. So we got all kinds of spacey things. Neutron star. I remember the Neutron Dance. Do you remember the Neutron Dance?
No.
There's a song. It's like from the 80s, the Neutron Dance.
No.
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah. Maybe look that one up later.
I guess I
like
wasn't I wasn't up and at 'em
No.
enough to get.
No, you wouldn't have been.
enough. I was,
Up and at 'em.
Up and at 'em.
That was impressive.
I'm trying to figure out nucleus right
I
now.
was too. I got stuck on nucleus too. I couldn't.
Come on, nucleus. Oh, man.
I couldn't move beyond it. Yeah.
I love when your theme is universe, because you could be any. I mean, it's just like it's an open theme right there.
But they went space with it.
Spacey.
Which is kind of wild. You have universe and you limit it.
Yeah.
It's a calendar page for you.
Dark energy and dark matter on that list. Where it's like, what's the difference?
I don't know.
I feel like dark matter has within it dark energy.
Wouldn't that be the difference?
I guess so.
I guess.
We went real dark. I am a black hole.
What do you want?
It's like, be a little more positive, black hole.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm a black hole. I can't. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. Then we have another calendar that gives us a national day to celebrate. Today is National Big Word Day. Big Word Day.
Big Word Day.
Big Word Day.
Big Word Day.
Ooh, that was good.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
I love that in that phrase, there's not a single big word.
No, well, I don't know. Big could be a big word, I
Yeah.
suppose. Is it a big word if you just like, big? Does that make a big word?
I think so. I think people can see it. Oh wow,
It's a big word, yeah.
He started with that big B and he's hitting that I and then
Big B, big I, big G, big.
Big word.
It's a big word.
Oh, Bo, what's your favorite big word? Do you have one?
Ginormous.
Ginormous.
It's a big,
It is.
it's synonymous with big. Is that what we're doing, or?
No, yeah, I mean, I was thinking gigantic.
I like gigantic.
Yeah.
Just
Ginormous is probably better than gigantic.
Well, I think it's my favorite because I believe it actually is a word now. I'm not sure if it was introduced in the movie Elf. That's the first time I remember hearing it.
Yeah.
And I started using it all the time.
Yeah.
It's ginormous. But I think it's actually maybe in the dictionary now.
Ginormous kind of worked his way in. He's just like, yeah, I'm here.
I'm here. Yeah,
I'm here
look
now.
out.
I'm here now. I'm a word.
Can't ignore me.
I'm in your vernacular.
That's right. They had words every year.
They add them. Yeah, I know. That's what's like yeet. Is yeet in there yet?
How do you spell that?
Y-E-E-T.
What's it mean?
Just like a good time, I think.
A yeet.
If you're having a good time, it's an exclamation of good time.
Okay.
Yeet. I don't know.
Okay.
We have some big words, Bo,
Okay.
that we want to.
We're gonna share.
We're going to share.
You're gonna try to pronounce.
I'm going to try to pronounce these. So anytime you get the P, remember we did the silent P for a while?
Yeah.
PN is how this starts.
Pneumon.
Pneumonultra microscopic xylovolcaniosis. Wow.
What's it mean?
It means pneumoconiosis caused by inhalation of very fine silicate or quartz dust.
I feel like there's not a lot of use for that particular word.
That seems very
specific.
Very specific.
All right, we got a
case.
second.
Okay.
That's the longest word in the English language, I believe.
Okay, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
according to at least one search engine.
Yeah.
All right, here's another one. I'll do this one.
Mm-hmm.
Thyroparathyroidectomized.
Okay. Yep, this is helpful.
A medical term that defines the excision of both the thyroid and parathyroid glands.
Yeah.
I think I could have figured that one out.
Yeah. Yep, I had them removed, both of them.
Yeah.
Yep. Next one here, the flaccanapilification? Flaccanapilification, the act or habit of describing or regarding something as unimportant, of having no value or being worthless. Okay.
Oh, that could actually be useful.
It's useful. Bo's like, let me put this one to memory here.
Drew Crisp is flaccanapilification.
Somebody just tuned on and they're like, is it tongues time? Are they doing tongues?
Can I get an interpretation?
Is this glossolalia time?
So I do have a couple of pro tips.
Pro tips.
You like the pro tips?
Love the pro tips.
Pro tips, okay. As one who dabbles in words.
Yeah.
I'm a dabbler. Word dabbler.
Yep.
That's my medium.
Yep.
Words.
Yep. You like to quibble.
Yeah. I'm not a big quibbler.
Oh, okay.
I do know what it means though, but I do use the words. So pro tip number one, when having to read out loud a word that you don't know how to pronounce,
Yep.
read it fast and bold.
Bold, fast and bold.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. I used to be, because, sometimes churchy people, they're looking for games to play during the sermon. They've heard it all. They're bored. I get it. So they're trying to catch you in your mistakes. It's like, how many mistakes will the preacher make? And
That's the game they're playing.
That's the game, right? And they can't wait to come out and tell you where you messed up. You actually meant Saul, not Paul, because at the time you were referring to him, he had not changed his name yet. So, next service, I'm not gonna get. It's like, thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate that. Actually, I do. I don't care because I do make mistakes. But my favorite is you said the name wrong. We'll go with a book of the Bible.
Yeah.
Philemon.
Philemon.
Or is it Philemon?
Okay.
So I'll pick one. I don't care. My point is, just pick one.
Right.
Pick a pronunciation.
Right.
I'll go Philemon.
Yeah.
Philemon. Moving on. Somebody will come out and you go, that's actually a Philemon. And here, here's my pro tip. I just always go, oh, did you know him?
Actually, Melchizedek and I were best friends.
Yeah. Did you know him? So pro tip one,
fast and bold.
Fast and bold. And then my other thing is this. If you're listening to somebody who loves to use big words, and like coworker, even at a seminar where there's going to be Q&A afterwards, I like to personally ask for a definition. So, because it helps. I'm fairly well read and know a lot of words, but if I hear a word I've never heard before, one, I think the speaker should probably know they're using a word maybe I haven't heard. I wasn't able to understand, particularly if I can't catch it from the context.
Yeah.
Like I'll raise my hand. I'll wait for. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to interrupt, but I'll wait for them to finish. And I go, a minute ago you used the word, whatever it is. I don't know that word. Could you define it for me? And always, really with a pure heart, not like trying to catch somebody or whatever, trying to sound smart or whatever, but with a pure heart, it helps Because a lot of the other people will go, yeah, I didn't catch that either.
No idea.
And the communicator's probably trying to communicate clearly, so
Yep.
it helps everyone. And you learn new words that way.
No, that's good.
So we pretend an awful lot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. And you have no idea.
No clue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would want somebody to ask me.
Might as well be another language that you don't speak. Yeah.
I would want somebody to ask me.
Yeah.
This was funny. This is not a word, but just that pretending thing, I really try to not do it. And I was playing golf one day and just a couple holes with this guy and his son, and enjoy them. And he was telling me something, and he referenced this new golf course. It was like Tiger Woods' new golf course in the Ozarks. And he goes, have you seen that? And I thought I knew what he was talking about. And I was like, oh, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, it's really cool, really cool. You know, I was like, yeah. And I hadn't seen it. I didn't know anything about it, completely unaware. And so 3 days later, I bumped into him. I'm like, hey, I needed to let you know. I had no idea what you were talking about. I just was like enjoying what you were, but I didn't tell you the truth. I was like, I didn't know. I need to look it up. And, because I had cost myself a chance to learn or for him to share what he was excited about. Because he's like, oh, you already know about it. I didn't.
No. Can I confess something here to you?
Oh, please.
Often people will say, hey, did you see? And I will say yes.
Ooh, yeah.
When I hadn't.
Yeah.
Because I don't really want them to explain the plot of the movie. Because what follows is, okay, so you got this brother and sister, and they're trying to take their parents' fortune. It's like, oh, I don't need to know. Nope.
No,
so it's easier for me to just say, yep, seen it.
Well, truth is better.
Yeah,
truth is easier.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it, but please don't tell me about it.
There it is. I need to learn that line. I have not seen it, and please do not
tell me anything
about it.
Yeah. I don't even want to hear that you liked it or didn't.
I don't even want your opinion on it. That's funny. Oh, man. Big word day.
Word day.
One of my favorite words is vernacular.
Okay.
What, talks about the words that are in your rotation. Mm-hmm. I like that word.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think it's helpful.
It's fun to kind of put new words in your vernacular. Maybe retire a few.
They do get retired.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah. Words go out of vogue.
Yep. Even remember when somebody's would give you a compliment, and then they would say "not." Remember that was part of vernacular.
I was glad that left. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, hey man, I like your jacket. Not.
It's not nice.
It needs to go. It needed to go.
It left.
It didn't need to be there, and it needed to leave.
Yeah. And now you reminded people, then they may be tempted.
Maybe it's coming back.
Use it. I don't know.
Sorry.
I really like the thermal under the button-up. At least I did in 2001.
I loved it when Jared Leto wore it.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yep.
Not.
Sorry,
not sorry. That was
sorry,
garbage too.
Yes.
All right. Want to do a little Trivial Pursuit?
Absolutely.
All right. We're going to play a little Trivial Pursuit. 1 card, 6 questions. 6 questions on a card. We have the original 1981 edition of the classic board game Trivial Pursuit and the 40th anniversary edition. Old cards, new cards, dealer's choice. Drew's gonna pick. Looks like he's going old. So we want to invite you to play along, make a guess. If you get all 6 right, or if I get all 6 right, we're getting Pop Rocks from a Fun Dip box.
Yeah, we are.
Pop Rocks from a Fun Dip box. So can't get the Pop Rocks if you don't play. Let's go. Let's do this.
What's a bigger word for box?
For box?
Yeah.
Container?
Container. Pop Rocks from a Fun Dip container. Okay. Blue?
Blue, geography.
What body of water receives the Rio Grande's flow? Body of water receives the Rio Grande's flow.
Grande, I was about to
I'm
say.
so sorry.
Sure
did I say grand?
You did.
So sorry. Rio Grande.
There's an E on the end
There's
of that.
an E.
Rio Grande. I believe the answer is the Gulf of Mexico.
Is correct.
Okay.
Gulf of Mexico is correct. Pink.
Pink, entertainment.
What singing group was once known as the Four Lovers?
The Four Lovers.
The singing group was once known as the Four Lovers.
Okay. Well, I quickly thought of 2 answers.
Okay.
One would be the Four Seasons, because these cards are old, and that's 4. And then the one that I really wanted to say was the Mamas and the Papas.
Oh, that is so good. Oh, man.
So I'm going to try. My guess would be the Four Seasons.
It's correct.
Okay.
All the leaves are, all the leaves are. Oh, that is too funny. Okay. Yellow.
Yellow history.
Who did Edward VIII call the woman I love? Who did Edward VIII call the woman I love?
Edward VIII?
Call the woman I love. It's in quotations.
First and last name?
Yeah, they have 3 names here.
3 names.
Okay. The woman I love.
Why do you keep doing
I think that's a part of it.
Oh.
They're called
Edward VIII.
the woman I love. Feels like it. I don't know.
The Virgin Mary. I don't know.
Final answer?
Mary. No, Mary's not an answer. Edward VIII?
Edward VIII.
Anne Boleyn. That's not. I don't know. Who is it?
Wallace Warfield Simpson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wally.
Wallace Warfield Simpson. I don't know the story.
I don't know anything about this.
I don't know. Okay. Brown.
Brown, art and literature.
What playwright's works include The Glass Menagerie and The Rose Tattoo? Playwright. Works include The Glass Menagerie and The Rose Tattoo.
Tennessee Williams?
Is correct. Tennessee Williams is correct.
I've read The Glass Menagerie.
Really? Okay. Green.
Green, Science and Nature.
What membrane controls the amount of light entering the eye? What membrane controls the amount of light entering the eye?
The lens.
Final answer?
Yeah.
The iris.
Iris.
The iris. And then orange?
Orange, sports and leisure.
What sport permits 3 minutes between chukkers to rest the ponies? What sport permits 3 minutes between chukkers to rest the ponies?
Water polo. Just kidding. How do those horses swim? Polo.
Polo is correct. Chukkers and ponies. Yeah. Oh, man. Wallace Warfield. You got to know that story.
Yeah, and the iris.
And the iris.
Yeah.
Man, but.
Okay. All right, well, I got 4. It's a gettable card, I guess,
Gettable
if you know
card.
your Edward the Eighth.
Yep. That's it.
Private life.
Yep.
I don't know.
And the, music history. 4 seasons.
Oh, yeah, I guess it
4
could have been the 4 tops, too.
4
That was
tops.
another one, yeah. All right, you want to do our little Everyday with Jesus?
Every day.
Daily devotion, 140 characters less. It says, when we see someone sinning, we should not ignore them, nor should we seek to punish them. We should take them by the hand and lift them up. Jude 1:22 and 23. Be merciful to those who doubt, snatch others from the fire and save them. To others show mercy mixed with fear, hating even the clothing stained by the corrupted flesh. So good. So oftentimes I think when we see someone fall, there's oftentimes even a rejoicing over that, or a pointing, or a see, there you go, as opposed, or even a kick them while they're down,
Right.
type thing.
Yeah.
Or stumble over them, but instead to get down, offer a helping hand, and
Yeah.
help somebody out who's struggling.
Lift them up. I like that.
Always lift up. Don't ever push down or knock down. A lot of efforts out there to destroy and cause harm, and sadly, a lot of it's done in the name of Jesus.
Yep.
There's a better way.
There's a better way.
Better way.
You said rejoice in their schadenfreude. Don't do any schadenfreude. No taking pleasure in someone else's pain.
Oh, for sure.
Pain.
Yeah.
Plain. I said plain.
Pain.
Pain.
Yeah. That's never good.
Yep.
There's a lot more joy to be had too when you can also rejoice in other people's joy.
Yeah.
So somebody else has joy or something, and then you rejoice in that, you share in it.
Yep.
It's a good thing to do too. Be for people, not against them.
There it is.
Let's go.
Lift them up.
This is the day.